What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Batman Superman World's Finest, issue number 35. This one is written by Mark Waid, artwork by Adrián Gutiérrez, and 20,000 Leagues Under. So that's right, Aquaman's being brought into the story. We're heading off to Atlantis. We're going full underwater. Batman with his bat suit that goes underwater. Robin with his Robin suit that goes underwater. Superman there. Atlanteans. Some sort of infection of sorts is kind of taken over, and it's turning people into monsters. It's like instead of zombies, they're turning into some sort of thing. So we don't really know what the extent of the disease is, what's really causing it, or anything like that off the top of my head yet. So it's probably going to be revealed in later issues. But yeah, so there's some cool aspects to it. Like I said, the artwork looks really nice. It's cool when you get to see like Batman use some underwater stuff, and same with Robin in that too. Superman has some sort of like previous history with somebody else who's kind of down there. They were a former love interest of his, but she's married off now. Husband doesn't really like that too much, like kind of going off and talking with them. And yeah, so it's off to combat this thing, but they don't really want to hurt the people because, like I said, it's some sort of disease that's kind of infecting them, turning them into these almost like zombie-like creatures of sorts. So we got that going on. Superman tries to stop some stuff, but you know, there's a civil war of sorts kind of breaking out, and he gets attacked, and then some sort of monster comes out from the branches in green to kind of like attack, and I wonder who exactly it is. They're kind of laughing. Could it potentially be Swamp Thing? But it's, you know, it could be somebody else because it kind of reminds me a little bit of them, or it could be just somebody else, maybe some obscure character. So not 100% sure by the end of the issue, but there is that. So World's Finest, like I said, this is a perfectly adequate issue, but I've been saying that a lot kind of recently when it comes to World's Finest. Adequate. Like, I'm not saying, wow, that is absolutely 100% incredible, the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm saying, you know, perfectly fine, adequate, and it's kind of disappointing right now. Like, I want this book to really, like, take it to the next level again, compared to where it was at sort of in the beginning. But I understand when you're writing 30-plus issues, not everything's going to be an absolute 100% home run, but I feel like we could be doing, I don't know, a little bit more, pushing the envelope a little more. Give me something that really has me on the edge of my seat. And I feel like I haven't felt that in a really, really long time when it comes to World's Finest. Not to say it's bad. There's nothing that's really offending me or anything like that. But this has been, you know, perfectly fine, perfectly adequate. You know, a few humorous moments here and there. Seeing some kind of cool stuff in Atlantis. But that's just it. Like I said, I want to be kind of wowed by this book again because some of the earlier stuff in this run was just so good. And now we're just going, you know, maybe it's because he's writing Justice League now and some other stuff. But, you know, like World's Finest was better like when it first started. And I don't know if we're going to really get to that again. So maybe it's going to need to be time soon to just kind of wrap the series up. Maybe we go up to like issue 50 and really kind of close things out. Because now that Mark Waid is writing Justice League Unlimited, I feel like most of the focus is going to be kind of on telling stories with that. But there hasn't been anything really like that's just wowed me in quite a while. But I hope that changes. Because like I said, there's nothing inherently awful or anything like this. Nothing that just makes you say that's a bad comic book. It's enjoyable. It's fine. But like I said, I'm just saying fine and adequate when I feel like we could really do some more exciting stuff. And I don't exactly know what it needs to do. But yeah, like I said, nothing outright bad or anything with this one. There's some cool moments in there. Still don't 100% know the villain or the extent of this thing's going on. But like I said, it just feels, you know, it's fine. It's cool to see Batman in that Atlantis and just doing some stuff like that because you don't really get that all that often. But like I said, I'm kind of waiting for it to really like push the envelope or up its game. I don't know what it has to do that, but there was something about those earlier issues in this run that really were next level, especially the stuff with Neza, which tied into like the present day stuff. I thought that was cool and perfectly set up. And then, you know, you have the David Magog stuff, which was my favorite stuff in this book. But then kind of after that, like we've had a few other things with Mixties Pitalik and, you know, the fifth, sixth, whatever dimension imps and all that kind of incorporated in that way. But we really haven't had a storyline that's really kind of wowed me in a while. Maybe it's just kind of my mood at the moment, but I feel like we could be doing a little bit more. But hey, it is what it is. This issue is perfectly adequate, perfectly fine. But I'm just kind of waiting for it to kind of kick into high gear, like to see where we go next. But anyways, those are my quick thoughts on this thing. Like I said, not a negative review in any stretch, but I'm just like, you know, this book used to feel like it wowed me before. Maybe I'm just like kind of used to just, it's fine. Like I said, no bad issues of World's Finest. I want a little bit more, and I don't know what it's going to take to do so. I don't know. I'm in kind of like mixed emotions all over the place. So, because I'm just like, man, I just feel like I was like really loving this like way more in the beginning, but now, like I said, nothing insulting or anything like that, but I feel like I could do a little bit more. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think World's Finest is, you know, fine right now, but not quite to the levels it once was. What do you think it needs to do, kind of pick up the pace? Do we think we need new creative on the book? Or do you think, you know what, sometimes you just kind of need a fine little bit of escapism? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for more content, hit that bell for notifications, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.